Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Fumi Flower. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. Here I talk about motherhood, motivation, health, lifestyle, vlogs and things generally. And today I will be sharing about some back to school supplies I got for my children, as well as sharing important tips on things to remember as children go for start a new school year. So why don't we dive right into it? So first thing, they gave us a list of things to get for them for the school for the new school year. I got quite a number of things, but I didn't have to buy all the things that were listed because I had some of them previously from the previous school year because I keep all these things. So now let's start. So the first thing I got my daughter a new school backpack. I mean, she had one from the previous year, but I've realized that it's actually good when you have like things in two sometimes. For some reason the zip one's out or something like that and you just kind of just swap. So personally, that's my philosophy. I feel like things should be in twos. You have something, if something happens to one, you have an alternative and you're not having a meltdown or something like that. So I got her that school bag, and they were going to keep the other school bag in case of anything. We could even use that as like a library bag or something like that. For my son as well, I got him a backpack. So for him, actually, I told him I was gonna like give his bag, to like Goodwill or something like that. But he said he wanted to keep his backpack. So I decided we're gonna use his previous school year backpack as a library bag. So that's that. And also one of the things they asked us to get for them was they told us to get them brand new headphones. So I got each of them headphones for the new school year. And of course they told us to bring pencil cases and things like that, crayons. I got some crayons and also like a poster marker is with washable ink in it. So got that. And they asked us to get some files, like the different colors like purple, yellow, red and things like that. So I got some files to them. They told us to, they didn't ask us to get this. I mean, I kind of thought these were fancy and I got this. So I also got like this composition book for my daughter, and I got some other composition books for my son as well. The plain ones. Let me show you that actually. Like this one. Quite a number of that, maybe like two for him. So by the way, I now have a third grader and a second grader. How interesting is this? When did this happen? But glory to God for that. So I also got like a colored pencils for my daughter. This is not on the list that we were given. Like I got this watercolor set for each of them just to kind of, something creative to play with after school. And I got a box of crayons for my daughter. And for some reason, I found this like fancy mechanical pencils actually. So I got that. I got this because I thought it was so cute to organize things. Because one of my resolutions this year was to, be more organized. And I got this pack of pencils. And also I got like some highlighters. I think this is basically for me. So I got some erasers. These are so colorful. And so that's nice. I found this cute file folder. And also I saw this dry eraser board for my daughter. She likes fancy things. More crayons and index cards. I love index cards. I like to write and things like that. So my house is full of index cards, and of course a pencil purse. And I found this zipper bag. I think this is going to be very useful for like packing extra lunches. I mean, we don't pack lunches for them. They get lunches from school. We pay for them to get lunch from the school. So but sometimes, occasionally you just have to do that. So I got those, and I have like eraser caps as well. And I actually got this I got this is a set of 6 different things. I got this last school year, but I kept them. I gave them just 2 of it, about 6. Like it had like different things. The other one was on butterflies, and I think another one was on like different kind of flowers or something. This is on different species of dinosaurs, so I think this is really creative. I think I still have some other ones that I didn't open from. I bought them from last year, This one says Big Cat. It's like a magnetic stuff. You kind of open it, and then it's kind of like a magnetic puzzle kind of stuff. I feel it's really creative. I'm a mom who likes to invest in like this kind of things, like STEMmy things that are really creative and helps kids learn about the worlds around them. And this is like about shark species, and another one is about environmental science and ecosystem. So I feel this is going to be very useful for the new school year. I got this squishy thing for my daughter because she likes fancy things, and this is my son's pencil case. And I got some push pins because I like to be organized. I'm very visual. I like to see things, my plan for each of them and things like that. So this will help me pin that up on the board. And I found this. Look at how cute these are. These are like pens, like fancy pens. I couldn't resist, so I got those ones. And this is also, I think this is like a pack of like stickers, like sticky notes and things like that in different shapes. And I think this is so cute. I don't even remember where I got it from. And then this is something like a kind of, you know, like a pencil case thing, a cute little one. I got two. I think there's another one here for my son. And I actually got this from like two sessions ago. I've still not given it to them because I feel like, no, they don't need this yet. This was for my son and this is for my daughter. This is like, these are so cute. I've had these for like 2 years now. I also got this markers for my daughter because they requested that we get that. And this is also, I think these are also sharpeners because they're so cute. And what else do we have? I found this scented markers. I mean, this is just so nice, so I got that. And rulers as well. So I got them rulers for some reason. And also I got this folders. Like, this is not necessarily for school, but for that, for doing things at home. Like, I like them to be very creative, very, you know, like to occupy them, because I try to help them not think about going on their iPads and computer watching screens. I try to engage them. So I think this would be very useful things, even like for, you know, for road trips and stuff like that. Keep them busy writing, drawing stuff and things like that. And this is the other one. This is a pencil case for my son. I showed you the other one for my daughter before. And I think I just got a lot of other random things. Like, this is also like a pen set or something like that. And some pens. This is for me. And this, I think I found, yeah, so this is like, these are also like index cards. This is so cute. And this is a notebook, a cute little notebook. My daughter likes to write, so. And also this is another little journal. And these are so cute. And here I found this. Actually, I've had this for quite a long time now. It's like a protractor and compass set. You know, we used this back in Nigeria when we were like, you know, doing like arcs and things like in mathematics, right? So I don't think they'll need it now, so I'm just gonna keep this for now. And I think I've got more things for organizing stuff. As I said, because one of my goals this year is to be more organized with my stuff. So got things that'll help me do that. And this is something, this is like a cute little journal, you know, to write things and things like that. I'm just trying to encourage them to write, to be, you know, to be more organized generally. So, or maybe I'll just keep that for myself. So here I found these two things. So these are like file folders. They're really cute. I got one of each. And when I saw this, so for some reason I like to go to the dollar store because there you find like cheap and affordable cute little random things, right? So this is one of the things I found these things maybe one of those days when I was like going around, and I thought it was so cute. You can keep like random little things like maybe razors and sharpeners, because for some reason it gets to a point where you're just looking for a razor in the whole house, even though I know I have like so many razors, but you know, just to kind of help you put things together. So I got one for each child, and I think that's just it. So I got a lot of other things. I already talked about like getting like folders. So these are the other folders. I mean, they told us to get like red, green, yellow, purple, and all that stuff. And I also got like scissors and also more folders. This is gonna be for my son and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, quite a number of like random things. I got like erasers. I got like gums, like this is like glue, school glue for each child and all that. So many things. So let's just pause and actually have a conversation here. So one of the things I want to talk about is, as a new school year starts, for some kids their school year has already started. For my children, theirs is starting next week, and actually in a couple of days. And I was just kind of reminiscing and thinking about what are the things we should kind of do, or pay attention to doing in the new school year. And one of the things I want to encourage us to do as parents is to make sure that we pray or cover our children. Pray for your children every single day before you let them out of your sight. Always pray for them, pray with them, pray or cover them with the blood of Jesus. I'm a person of faith, so I talk from a perspective of faith. And so pray for your children. There's a lot going on in this world. You want to protect them, preserve, ask God to preserve them, to keep watch over them, to keep them from evil. A lot of things, you have a lot of things going on in the world, and it's just very, very, very important and crucial that you pray or cover your children before you let them out of your sight. Number two thing I want to talk about is, I have to say this very carefully because I don't want people to come for me. So you should be friendly with your children, but don't be their friends. Be their parent, because that is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be their parents. You're supposed to parent them. Even though you're supposed to be friendly with them, you're not their friend. You understand? You have to understand, really understand this, and put it into perspective and actually act on this. There are times when little children, they do things, they need discipline. They need you to put your feet down and be the parents. They don't need you to be their friend at that point in time, because you're trying to help them. You're showing them, leading them in the way that they should go. And sometimes that is not about being their friend. You have to be their parent. You understand what I mean? I know you know what I mean. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the fact that you need to have conversations, genuine conversations with your children. Some children are forthright with this information. You don't even need to prod them or anything like that. They start talking, they start telling you things. But there are some children that you have to prod and pray, and you just have to poke before you get anything out of them. So this kind of, you know your child, right? Try to have conversations, genuine conversations with your children. And you have to be sensitive and discerning as parents, because some of us children, you just say something and that opens up a whole can-can-worm of conversations, right? Because I've experienced this many times. Maybe something is going on, I just pick them up from school, from maybe summer camp or something, or from maybe after school activity or whatever, and then I just talk about something, and then instantly they start telling me about some incident, something, and I'm like, thank God I talked about this, that kind of stuff. So have don't miss teaching moments, don't miss conversation starters, because they just mention something and that just leads to a whole ball game of conversations. And so you need to be discerning as parents of these moments, and don't let them pass you by. You understand what I mean? So the next thing I want to talk about is the fact that help your children, help them to be who you want them to be. Model that example of who you want them to be. Be their first role model, right? We're supposed to be their first role model. That means you have to be that example that you're proud of, that your children are emulating, And the next thing I want to talk about is for people who have really little children, or even even teenagers or something. You need to consciously help your children limit screen time. You need to help them limit screen time. I can't say that enough, because we grew up with I'm a millennial, right? We grew up with basically not all this technology we have today. And along the line, technology became a real thing for us. And so the things that our own parents had to battle with, necessarily what we're battling with as parents, right? Because now we have to enforce rules and regulations around technology and things like that. For our parents, it wasn't really everywhere like this. It wasn't really commonplace like this. So this is a challenge for us, and we need to be ahead of the game. You need to be that Janito in quotes, or you need to be that gatekeeper, so to say, for your children when it comes to technology and its usage, right? So control it. For example, in my house, there's no iPads during the week, right? TV is just like half an hour, and you have to choose a favorite TV show. My kids are so smart; they'll be like, "Oh, mom, let's just choose Netflix," because they know that if they choose an episode of like maybe something to watch on Netflix, sometimes that thing lasts that usually lasts more than 30 minutes, and so a favorite TV show, 30 minutes, and that's it. That's all the TV you get during the week. Sometimes, like, I listen to the news from like, and then after that, they watch their TV show. So you need to control the amount of technology you expose your children to. And, whether your children have phones and stuff like that, I mean, that's even a conversation for another time. Like, when should a child be given a phone? So, whatever, just control the usage of technology for your children. Help them control these things, because we've read about the impact of social media, impact of technology usage and stuff on children, on teenagers, on their moods, in their day-to-day activities. It's just a lot, because like I usually say, like I usually tell my kids, like, too much of everything is bad. It's not like technology is a bad thing. It's not like using your iPads, your screens, your TV, your computers and stuff. Those are not bad things. But the thing is, these things are very easy to get addicted to using these things. And when you're not able to control the use of something, then it gets out of hand. Then that's where the problem is. So help your children, guys. But those are all the things I really want to talk about, basically, in terms of like back to school and all that kind of stuff. And my prayer, like, I still have a lot of things to kind of like go over in terms of like back to school supplies, but I think I've shown you enough, and that's it. I think the main thing is just, thinking about those things I've talked about. Let us be friends with the children. Let us not miss conversation starters. Let us talk with them. Let us be their parent, not necessarily a friend, but be friendly with your children. Don't miss opportunities for real conversations, and don't forget to prayer cover them, and limit the use of technology for your children. All right, so when I say come your way, I want you all to stay lifted, because indeed life is beautiful, and I'll see you all in my next video. But please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.